Kenny Vasoli from Vacationer, and you're watching A-Sides. Right. Yeah, when we started this project, we wanted it to sort of walk the line between electronic music and full band shoegaze type music. So at the time when we started the band, I was really heavy into Beach House and LCD Sound System. And throughout my life, like Radiohead and Talking Heads have been huge on me. And especially Talking Heads definitely took on a big influence as far as on stage persona and movement and stuff like that. And the inspiration that I got from LCD was just the way that they could influence a crowd into dancing without ever having to ask them to. So the allure of bands that could make people dance was huge. Yeah, we tend to write our records in winter, and I think it's sort of longing for summer a lot of the times, and it's always the aim to keep ourselves warm in our minds during the winter. It's a nice retreat to get up there and create this stuff. And yeah, I've heard from a few people that it's been the soundtrack to their summer, and I'm glad that we can be a part of that. I hope that it's not 100% seasonal music, but I like that it brings summer to mind. I got to shoot the video for Wildlife in Nosara, Costa Rica, and I'd always heard Costa Rica as a beautiful destination to go, but it had always sort of flown under the radar as far as hitting me or a place that I would want to visit. I just never heard too much about it. And then the head of our label, Josh, he went on a surf trip down there, and he came back, and it was right as he got the mixes to our record that he was down there listening to it, and he came back, like more wide-eyed than I'd ever seen him, and he was just like, "You gotta go down there. We gotta shoot a video there." And I was like, "Yeah, man. I'm pretty much game to go anywhere in Costa Rica. It does not sound too bad." And as soon as I got there, I just instantly got it. Even the air just has this like beautiful humidity to it that's just like, it's like you're inside a sauna, like getting a massage while you're there. And there's like no hostility among the people that live there, and also beautiful surfing to be had. So if that sounds good to you, I'd say Costa Rica. It feels really good to sing stuff that's important to me, and wildlife is a big one, because living presently and outside of like future tense is something that has really relaxed my life a lot. If you're just sort of concentrating on what's happening right now and not making plans years into the future, it makes life a lot simpler and a lot more enjoyable. So that's I'm glad that is also kind of a lead single, because it's a big mission statement for what we're all about at Vacationer. Because people take life very seriously, which they should, but they also, I think, need to be reminded that this is all very similar to a video game kind of situation. So you might as well take this time that we have and have as much fun with it, and not try to control every single step that you take. I've noticed the big pumpkin backlash this fall, and these poor like white girls are getting like targeted as like, I mean, maybe that came out wrong, but like, yeah, like pumpkin flavored things is all like becoming a very like cachet kind of thing. And I don't have any beef with it. We were actually talking about it the other day, because at the place we were getting brunch, they had pumpkin flavored coffee just like on tap, and I don't mind it. I think it's tasty, but I think if you're trying to pair it with food, it's a challenge. But every once in a while, like on a perfect fall day, like I got nothing against the pumpkin beverage. Oh, yeah, I mean, we listen to so much music in the van. We listen to tons of podcasts. Like lots of like Radio Lab and WTF. We listen to like 2 WTFs on the way here. And then, like we try to pepper it in with music. Like music is tricky because if you have a favorite record, it's kind of a tightrope to not burn it out on the road. If as much as you love a record, like, you can only hear the new Spoon record so many times in a row before, you just like, you're gonna get annoyed by anything listening to it over and over again. So we pepper it in with music, and we try to go like all over the board. And like a lot of us came up from like the punk hardcore scene too. So like, and there's a juxtaposition from going and playing such like chilled out shows, and then like we get in the van, we'll put on Converge sometimes just because it's nice to sort of like jump into the deep end. And then like everything from that to Curtis Mayfield to like jazz sometimes, and then back to talk radio.